Hey everybody, welcome back to Season 2. Nope. Jeez, have you gone back in time? It's Season 3, Episode 5 of The Wheel of Time. I'm representing Perrin with the wolf this time around. And last time, well, we had one hell of an episode, didn't we? We learned a lot in the last episode. We learned all about the origins of the Aiel. I learned that the actor who plays Rand isn't an English man. I think he's Dutch or something. I had no idea about that. I also learned that it was our moon. It's the Earth's moon. The show takes place on Earth. In the future? It could even be the past, but no. No. Future? It makes more sense to be the future. But, that kind of... When I saw our moon, I was like... Because I'd previously seen... I was playing a game, right? And outside at night, you can look up the night sky. And I was like, I don't recognize any of these constellations. And then I looked at the moon, I was like, it's not our moon. You know? So when I saw it in this show, I was like, holy shit, that's exactly our moon. So I don't know if that changes anything in my mind, my perspective. I don't think so. It just kind of jolted me a bit. I was like, oh, it's us. And not some fantastical, like Lord of the Ringsy type place. Next you'll be telling me that Lord of the Rings was actually set on Earth. Fine. Whatever. But Harry Potter isn't. Wait, no, it is. It is, isn't it? It's just magical Earth. No, it actually is. What am I talking about? Will you be watching the new Harry Potter TV show? I think I will. Just to see. What am I blabbering about? Last episode is great. And I think most of the comments indicated that everybody was happy with the last episode too. From book readers to TV watchers. It was just a real spectacle to watch and a real treat to see stuff from the past, from the future. You know? I really enjoyed the transitions. Some of the transitions when Rand was going back were great. There's something about that final one where he's back in the singing the song one. Back when he's like the most naive or most wholesome. There's something about his smile when they transition back to him it's almost jarring. It almost gets me. There's something about it when they did that transition that I was like, whoa, something's weird about this. You know? Boy, was I not expecting what was weird about that day when the sky broke open. Something about that too. When Lanfear, like, she broke open the sky and freed the Dark One or whatever. When I was editing, I didn't notice it in real time, but when I was editing the episode, I almost felt like I heard a voice, like something vocal. Just a little bit of something vocal. I couldn't make out anything, but there was just something about it that felt like a voice. Am I going crazy? Maybe I'm just more attuned to the dark side of things. You know, the way I'm a big fan of Liandrin and Lanfear. And in previous seasons I was like, you know what? Ishamael has a good point. I can't remember what his point was now, but I think I remember going, you know what? Let's hear him out. Yeah. But maybe I'm just attuned to the dark side of things. I don't know. Or maybe it was just an audio effect, some sort of weird thing. I don't know. You listen to it. Don't spoil anything if it's going to be a spoiler, but I just something there. I also learned that this is an interesting part of the episode, which I don't want you to spoil, but I'm kind of reluctant to bring this up, but we found out that Rand was like my parents were Aiel, and the the sage woman said, "Oh, your father was, but your mother," and then that conversation was just abruptly interrupted, and we never went back to it. The very fact that she brought it up at all, the fact that the show even mentioned it, means that the fact that something with Rand's mother, something about where she comes from or who she is or something, is going to be important in some way. Otherwise, why bother bringing it up? Why bother making her not Aiel? Right? But don't talk about it. Please don't. Just... I know you're typing right now. Shut up. Thanks. Anything else from the last episode? Lots of things. So many things. Moraine saw a 1,000 futures. Mostly grisly. Like, she was doing a... I don't want to spoil any Marvel stuff, but she was doing something that somebody in Marvel was doing, looking into the future and learning from that. So I'll be interested to see her perspective going forward from here. This episode, I assume, will be going back. Everything I assumed about last episode about how we're going to be jumping around to different people, I'm going to assume this one's going to be about. I presume we'll be going back to Perrin. He's going to try and rescue Matt's family in that cage. Have a confrontation with that guy. And maybe the villagers will fight off some Trollocs and some white cloaks. I think I called them gold cloaks in a previous reaction. Too much Game of Thrones. And where else will we go? Tenchigo. The episode title is unpronounceable. This one, I'll try and pronounce it. Hang on. Let me get it up here. Episode title is Tel'aran'rhiod. Tel'aran'rhiod. That's as good as I can pronounce what I'm looking at right now. There's a little between each part. Don't know what it refers to. Maybe I should, but I don't. Hey, look. The next one after this is called The Shadow in the Night. That's the 3rd episode this season with the word shadow in it. Then Golden Eyes. A bit of James Bond, eh? And He Who Comes with the Dawn. Hey, he came with the dawn last episode. Yeah. Anyway, I'm hyped. I know it's a long intro, but I just like talking about the show. I don't like hearing about the show, reading about the show. I just like talking about it. I got a comment on I woke up to a comment today saying worst reaction ever. Something. Too much banal chatter. Something. And I was like, oh crap. And then I was like, oh no, that video is 5 years old. I was. You got a good point. Back then, that's fine. That was 5 years ago. I agree with you. I was just finding my feet. Don't worry about it. Have things changed? I hope so. I hope people don't think worst reaction ever when they watch me. Comments like that stick with you though, you especially when you wake up to them. You could put a dampener on your whole day. Someone gets real angry at you for something you did years ago. Oh, and the biggest crime actually of my reaction last episode, when Moraine's in the future looking at all this stuff, never made a Wheel of Time joke. I never made a Wheel of Time joke. The most obvious joke in the world. I'm not above making obvious jokes. I bet everybody else did. The literal Wheel of Time she was looking at. The effects last episode were great. Her floating in those circles, those rings. And Avienda. However they did that. With strings, right? But the whole look of that was great. I love the screaming. People tearing their eyes out of things. Rand stuff was cool, fighting against the tide of time. But I love the ring stuff. Let's see if we love this episode. By the way, thank you for most 90% of the comments are great on the show. Apologies if I don't get around to replying. Sometimes I have to just not, like, somebody will say, please don't read these comment sections because they're spoilers. So if I don't heart you or get around to replying to you, don't take it personally. I do appreciate all the nice comments.
This is Tel'aran'rhiod, strong as Callan.
Oh yeah, she has it. Moraine has the Sark. She grabbed it. Sarkonin? I'll get it. There it is. Oh, holy moly. What is she trying to do with it? It's supposed to be the most powerful one, right? I think it's stronger than she is. Moraine?
What is that, Moraine?
What did it feel like to you?
Euphoric.
But what else?
Like hunger and thirst. But deeper. What did you see in the rings?
Death. A lot of death, Lan. Whoa. You know, you can just make pretty patterns with it. Oh, we don't get the full intro this time? Short on time? Are you? This is a long episode. Where to now?
What did the other chiefs say? Will they declare Ferrand as Cara Khan?
Right.
Some will react as Shido did when he returned from Meridian.
Does it surprise you that Savannah and Couladin rejected him? He's not
Oh,
one of us.
we skipped that. But he's got the...
I cannot teach someone unwilling to learn.
She looks different. He should lead with his arms. You know?
That's Cold Rock's home, seat of the Tard. We will stay here until the other chiefs have gathered at Al-Qayrdal.
I hope you don't expect me to remember any of those names. This is cool. Oh, you wouldn't want to be on the night shift. Listen to these during the day. It's like a little village in the rocks.
I ask leave to enter your hold, Roof Mistress.
You have my leave, Clan Chief. Shade of my heart. You always have my leave.
Ooh.
Roof Mistress of my heart.
Ooh. They're getting it on.
Are you the Cara Khan?
Yeah, look, kiddo. Whoa.
I am.
The time for watching him is through, Egwene Sedai.
Oh yeah?
We're going to walk the dream. Will you join us?
She has to learn how to dream walk, yeah. Build up her defenses against Lansphere? Careful, Moraine. She's called Lansphere now.
A heavy fragrance, your powdered roses. It enters the room before you do.
She finally got this one-on-one.
The most sacred chamber. And you make it look like a fisherwoman's hut.
Yep.
I assume you want to discuss more than my sense of style.
You assume your style doesn't matter. This tower used to be a shining beacon to the world. And now?
Smells of fish.
Not everyone wants to be sick with the smell of roses.
Where is Elaine?
She's on a journey, well protected.
Oh, your net is coming apart, Mother. Everyone sees it.
It's full of holes.
I'm calling for a boat in the hall to cage the dragon reborn.
Well, let's see where the votes lie.
Where is Moraine Sedai?
She's been exiled.
I'm sure she still writes you.
That was a long time ago.
People don't change. You have fooled many, but I know what you are. River trash.
Wow.
Same as the day you walked into this tower.
She's not holding back.
Is there anything else?
No, Mother.
She just came into trash talker.
Thank you for your time.
You should keep your keepsake letterbox somewhere else. And maybe do something about the smell of fish? I don't know.
Varen.
Mother, the numbers are clear. 12 sisters. 11 attacked us that day.
So there's one still here, at least. I need to know if it's Elida.
Leandrin left, and Elida arrived within days.
But we cannot mistake suspicion for certainty.
If she breaks her 3 oaths, that is proof.
No, wait. We think Elida's Black Aja because she's full of bluster and she just called her a swamp rat or whatever it was. She called her so many things. You know? That's a bit odd. No, if you're going to be the secret Black Aja person in the tower, you don't, I mean, okay, hiding in plain sight, that's one way to do it. Be the most evil person there. Yeah, stir up the most trouble. But you be more sneaky, don't you? Don't you? Like someone here, maybe? But, should we be paying attention to people who can't lie and people who can lie? I should be writing down everything everybody ever says. Do you think the writers have made that ironclad, you know? Anyway, it's not a lie now. I don't buy that for a second. I was going to say Min would have seen something, or it doesn't feel right to me.
If Elida found out that her sisters were being held in the 13th Depository,
She might go and rescue them.
Or silence them. Pay the bait. Bring me the truth, so I can take Elida's head.
Oh.
We could hop a boat and go to one of the cities on the coast.
Go to Tanchico.
Ready to leave? I thought you had your eye on that baker boy.
I did. Have you...
He was a baker boy.
tried the bread?
Said see you later, boy. What's coming?
White cloak reinforcements just entered the mountains. You want the coffins? We better go now.
Yeah. We've been waiting around doing nothing for too long.
I'm tired. It's delicious.
Oh, is it still alive?
Not with a head. It's going to bite your throat the whole way down.
You could have said that beforehand.
Delicious.
I'm not eating anything that looks like that. Yo, dream walking time?
you must listen, remember, and do as you are told.
Mm-hmm.
Above all, you must not enter Tel'aran'rhiod again, until Malene or I says you may.
Tel'aran'rhiod.
Anyone can touch Tel'aran'rhiod.
I cannot channel, yet I dreamwalk as well as bear.
Okay, okay.
Death in the dream world means death here too.
Ah, crap.
I'm ready.
Interesting that Lanfear didn't kill her then.
When the brass pin drops, it will bring you back if you lose yourself. Close your eyes.
I forgot all the rules they gave us. Shit.
Are we? This is Tel'aran'rhiod.
It looks the same.
There are things here that could shatter your heart.
That could eat your heart.
No, look at this.
You were afraid, so you wanted armor.
Nice. Advanced lucid dreaming.
So the woman who's hunting me, she can enter my dreams too.
You have power over your own dreams. If you want her out, just believe she's out.
Okay.
If you want to be somewhere else, simply believe you are somewhere else. It is as simple as that.
Sounds good. Oh, wow. That was quick. Oh. Creepy. Oh, not fear.
I'm so glad you're here.
Believe you're somewhere else. Oh.
She's being stalked by one of the Shadow Souls.
How did you leave this temple in a dream?
I believed I could.
She's too eager. She takes too much, too fast.
Who are the Shadow Souls?
Wetlanders. Call them the Forsaken.
So they were surprised when she vanished. They were like, she can't do that yet.
I know you've sided with Swan often in the past, but...
So White Archer sides with no one?
With no one?
Outside simple reason and logic.
Okay, okay.
The truth guides us.
Understood.
They're the Vulcans.
Thank you.
The Whites.
Adelia Sedai. Where are you going?
Varian Sedai said.
Wait, will strip your hide with my birch.
Yeah. You're dismissed.
How are you?
She barely knows who she is.
Did she take the bait?
No.
Thank you.
Don't tell.
13.
Depository.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And what did she want us to look at?
Blackwash.
So, Tanchico is spread over 3 hills in Tanchico Bay.
Oh.
No more! Like, we have been down here for 2 weeks! I am going up to the deck!
No, Bat, we can't!
What?
That was the only thing we promised the sail mistress in exchange for passage to Tanchico.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't want Nynaeve to throw herself overboard.
Is that an option?
Deals with the sea folk are not to be broken.
The sea folk, eh?
It can't be right.
We're sailing past Windbice's finger. I know sea folk rakers are fast, but to travel this far is impossible.
So, let's get up onto the deck and we'll figure it out.
Matt, we promised the sail mistress we'd stay.
Damn it, Matt. He does what he likes. We're faster than we should have been. Did we take a shortcut? Through space-time?
We had a deal, I said
I apologize, Matt.
You are of the mountains. Relax. Make your legs soft. Let the boat move while you stay still.
She could have used this lesson 2 weeks ago.
Can you please stay up here? I can't go back to that room.
We're good. Oh yeah, she's also here.
Oh, it's me! Is that you?
Blood and ashes.
I couldn't give a toss. Just tell me this. Have you got a room on here? Can I stay with you instead of them?
Yeah. Deal.
I'd like to get to the truth about Perenebara's whereabouts, if you'd let me.
No.
He's been consistent about that. Which gives me some amount of hope, you know?
Don't worry. Nobody's going to get hurt. I want you to tell me what you know about Perenebara. They say he's come back home.
Oh yeah?
We haven't seen him.
She tried.
Well, I know where he'd go if he came back.
He's coming here.
Where?
Oh.
Why did you do that?
Oh!
Witch! One of you is a witch!
It was me.
Is it one of the kids?
This one's ready for your questions.
Well, all hope is lost. We gotta get here quickly.
Natty and the girls are in the camp. Bane, Chad and I will sneak in.
And me.
Of course she's coming.
I have been told stealth is not my strongest suit.
Yep.
I'll create cover.
No. Do you know what they'll do if they even sniff a hint of channeling?
Yeah, we gotta be
I'll create cover.
careful.
Right.
I said no, Alana. We make decisions together. At least.
Hasn't felt like much of a wee lately.
Really?
Oh, here we go.
You won't even tell me why we're here.
The last battle is coming.
The last battle is coming is like winter is coming in Game of Thrones. You know? Can't how many times people say it. But what I'm really posing for is darkness in modern TV. You can't see anything in any time it's dark. I can't see anything. I gotta look. Like, what do you see right now? I can barely look. I see a tree. I see her and a tree and nothing else. But when I'm not doing that, I can't even see the tree. It's so hard to make out anything. I would rather unnatural lighting in scenes than to be wondering what's going on sometimes. I can't turn off these. I can't turn off the lights. Or you wouldn't see me. And then what would you do? You know? If you said that would be an improvement. 1, that's a good joke. 2, get out of here. Right. Get back to it. These two are dealing with their emotional issues. You know, after the loss of that guy. And maybe they're going to have it out here. Maybe they can get the baker boy.